Hello. I hope you are well. If you are someone who I typically see every month for work, let me just say, first of all, I miss you. I look forward to being able to see you again at some point in person. If you are not someone that I see every month for work, welcome anyway. My name is Jenna McCarthy, and I am a nutrition educator with Community Service Solutions in Alpine and Mono County in California. And my job in a nutshell is to promote healthy eating and physical activity. So, right now, my goal while we are all hunkered down is to give you some options for physical activity in and around your home. So this video is the beginning of the yoga progression in what we are officially and affectionately calling confined conditioning. In future videos, I'll go through short series of poses, more of a flow, but this video serves as a review of the poses found in The Shape of Yoga, which is a resource that we provide to our community. So if you're new to yoga, this is probably a good place to start. If you're familiar with the poses, you can probably just jump into the other videos. So you're going to need either a yoga mat or carpet, a towel or two just for cushioning, and maybe some water throughout the video. Let's go ahead and get started. So we are going to start in mountain pose. So we want to stand tall and our feet are about shoulder width apart. And hands are at our side, palms open. And go ahead and take a couple of deep breaths here. In through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Again, this is mountain pose. We will start in this or go back to it a lot in the practice. So mountain pose, standing nice and tall. We're going to go on to warrior one. So warrior one from mountain pose, you're going to turn your left foot to the side or right if you're mirroring me. And then turn that other foot to the side, letting your hip follow. And then go ahead and bend that front knee about a 90-degree angle if that's available to you. Straightening that back leg, coming into a lunge and bringing your arms up on the inhale. Okay, you might be more up here. That's fine. Just whatever lunge is available to you. You just want to feel that stretch. This is going to help strengthen and stretch those legs, stretch those shoulders and the back. So again, this is warrior one. And let's go ahead and just feel what this is like on the other side. So you can just pivot around, okay? So now I'm facing both feet and hips are both facing my right side, so left if you're mirroring me. Going into that lunge with that front leg, inhaling, swinging the arms up, reaching for the sky. And a couple breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And on your next breath, go ahead and come back to mountain pose. So again, feet about shoulder width apart, shoulders relaxed and down, palms open, gaze is forward. Next, we're going to go to standing forward bend. So from here, if you inhale and bring your arms to shoulder height, I'll take a couple breaths here. And on your next exhale, go ahead and bend forward at the waist, keeping that tummy tight. And we're going to stay here in a flat back. Let's do a breath here. And then as it's available to you on your next exhale, go ahead and fold all the way down. Forward fold. So from the side, From this side, we are here. Again, to whatever's comfortable for you. You want a little bit of a stretch in the back of those legs, those hamstrings, but you shouldn't be hurting yourself either. We don't want to pull anything, just a comfortable stretch. Sometimes it feels good down here just to kind of roll your head back and forth one way or the other. Gently be kind to your neck. And go ahead and inhale, coming up one vertebra at a time. And we'll go back to that mountain pose. And next we're going to go to Warrior 2. So similar to Warrior 1, you're going to turn that left or right, if you're marrying me, foot out, okay? And then this other leg, what's going to become your back leg, is going to stay straight as you come into that same lunge. Okay, so the difference here in legs between Warrior 2, this pose, and Warrior 1, which we just did, okay, is that back leg is still going to be perpendicular facing the front. Same with that hip, okay? Arms, as you inhale, can come overhead, and exhale, you're going to bring them to shoulder height, really sinking into that lunge, again, as much as it's available to you. So if you're up here, that's fine, okay? We're still feeling that stretch, still working those legs. And you want your gaze over that front hand. Don't forget to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And on the next breath, let's just go ahead and move it to the other side so we can pivot our legs. If your arms need a break, you can bring them up and then back down to shoulder height as that right leg or left, if you're mirroring me, becomes the front. Okay, it becomes the front leg pointing toward that direction. But that back leg, again, is still perpendicular. That hip is still facing forward. Again, gaze is over that front hand. Couple breaths here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And from here, we're going to go into chair pose. So we're going to take that back leg and bring it up to meet the front one. And as you do that, you're going to be bending both of those legs and swinging those arms up. Gaze is in front of you. And again, do what's available to you. So you're going to feel a nice stretch here in the shoulders. If that's too much, just bring it right in front of you. Okay, shoulder height. Whatever is available to you. Same with the legs, right? Some of you might be up here. Some of you might be able to sit really low for a long time, okay? Let's take one breath here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And on your next breath, go ahead and come back to mountain pose. I'm following the book so I don't forget anything, okay? So from here, we're going to go into triangle, one of my favorite poses. The feet are going to be a little bit similar to Warrior 2, which we just did, okay? So go ahead and take your left foot, right if you're mirroring, okay? And point that to the side. Your back leg is going to stay straight. Your arms are shoulder height. And you want to pretend someone is grabbing that front hand and pulling you toward them, pulling you forward. And then on the exhale, you're going to drop that arm down and turn your gaze toward the sky. Again, you're going down as far as what's available to you. So you might be up here. Just be careful not to put too much pressure on that knee, okay? But gaze is up. Let's go ahead and take one more breath here, feeling that stretch on that inner thigh. And then we'll go ahead and pivot. So we're gonna bring our arms center to shoulder height, switch those feet, be pulled in the other direction, and exhale down. Whatever is comfortable for you. Gazing toward the sky. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And on your next breath, we're going to come back to mountain pose. All right. Next up, we have tree. So this is a great balance pose. It might be difficult for you at first, but stick with it. Okay, from mountain pose, I'm going to keep my left foot planted. Okay, and I'm going to bring my right leg up to my inner thigh. You might be able to come to your thigh, you might be at your calf, you might be at your ankle. Please just don't put that pressure on the knee, okay? No, don't do that, okay? But whatever you're comfortable with, now bring that here. I bring my hands to heart center. And let's just do a couple breaths here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And then your arms are going to become branches, reaching up toward the sky. Right? We want to keep our shoulders down. We don't want them up here. We want them down. But feeling that energy, picturing that going from the earth all the way through your body and out through those palms. So even our hands and fingers are strong right now. And it's okay. Your leg might have dropped like 4 times while I was talking. That's okay. Forgive yourself. Come back to it. It helps to have a focal point that's straight in front of you. So if you can keep your gaze on that one point, that should help your balance. But if for now, sometimes it helps to have your hands out to the side. You can even grab onto something if that's helpful. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and exhale. Bring that leg down. I need to stretch that ankle out a little bit. And now we're just going to feel what that's like on the other side. So I'm going to plant my right leg, left if you're mirroring me. Bring your other leg up where it's comfortable. It might be a different position on this side. One side might be a little more flexible than the other. That's fine. And then bring your hands to heart center. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. And go ahead and grow those branches. We'll do some other things in this pose in a later video, okay? But this is the basic tree pose. Let's do one more breath here. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. And on your next exhale, bringing that down to mountain pose. Again, feet shoulder width apart, standing nice and tall and strong. Arms at your side, palms facing out. All right. So next we're going to go to cat-cow. So we're going to come down on our hands and knees to tabletop. Okay. We're going to breathe in and push our back and tummy toward the ground and look up. And we'll take a couple breaths here. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And on our next exhale, we're going to round that back up and droop our head down, looking between our legs. Right, this is the cat. Again, focusing on your breath. Yoga relies heavily on breath. You never want to stop breathing, no matter what you're doing. But yoga especially relies on that inhale and exhale with your movement. So one more breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And on our next inhale, we're going to go back to cow. So arching that back, pushing that tummy through to the floor. And exhaling into cat, rounding that back up. Inhale, arching the cow. Exhale into cat. One more inhale, pushing that tummy down. And on our exhale, we're going to go into child's pose. So you're going to sit back on your heels and bring your forehead to the ground. It's a nice relaxing pose. This is something if you do the flow and it gets a little hard at some point, you can always come back down to child's pose, regather your breath, give your body a little bit of a break. You can also get a good stretch here by pulling those fingertips out, feeling that in the back. Again, focusing on your breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose. And as we exhale, we're going to go to downward dog. So we're going to push ourselves up with the hands and the toes and form this position, actually named like a dog. Might feel good to just walk your feet out a little bit here. Again, don't forget to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, really trying to work those heels down to the mat. Again, do not push yourself too hard. That's just a goal. Gaze should be between your legs. You don't want to be looking straight down at the mat. That's hard on your neck. Just let that neck fall naturally in line with the spine. One more breath here. And then we're going to come into plank. So you can kind of pivot forward on your toes. And ideally, you're keeping your body nice and flat, right? It's named a plank because you want to be stiff as a board, right? You're not down here. That's getting close to cobra. You're not up here. That's not going to work your core as much. So we're trying to stay nice and flat. Let's do one more breath here. In through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, and on your exhale, come back into child's pose. Give yourself one inhale like here. And on your exhale, go ahead and come up to a seated position. That concludes the Shape of Yoga series. So if you feel good about that, you know those poses, go ahead and jump to the other videos that are going to do more of a flow, putting those together, okay? If not, that's okay. You can keep doing this. You're still getting the work. But also, if you go to another video and then decide, no, that's too much, you can always come back here. I'm a video, so I'll be available to you. All right, that's it for this one. I hope you stay healthy. I hope you stay safe. I hope you stay sane. And I hope we can be a small part of that. If you need anything, my email is jmccarthycss@gmail.com. Feel free to email me questions, or if you have suggestions for future videos, please let me know. Hope you have a good day. Namaste.